Welcome back. I am joined by DeltronLive.
Hello.
Alrighty, so let's continue our top 10. Random number generation. What are we going to play? Have we played 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Part and Parcel. Let's do it.
So this is a very polished map.
Indeed. Let's see. Create game. So I found this one to be, for me, it was like a definite choice. I knew when I saw this in the top 10, it would be one of my top 5 picks.
Okay. I also chose this in my top 5, and it was a obvious choice for me as well.
Let's get started right away. So this map is very sanitized, but not in like a boring way. Sometimes when you use that phrase and it means it's just sort of boring, but it's got a very smooth feel to it, and it's pretty unique. It's still very much a it's sort of a protect the thing to get to the point, but
right.
You have to spawn it by collecting parts.
Right, which
I think is
forces you to just explore the map and find these parts, and they're not just all lying on the ground. You have to kill some different enemy units. They drop parts. Some enemy structures drop parts, from what I remember. So.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
So you got Kerrigan this time.
Yes.
Was there a difficulty selection on this one?
There was not.
Thanks for answering my distress call, commanders.
Oh, this
Amon's
guy.
already dug in with his death shards, and it's only a matter
very
of
soothing
time before
voice.
they're ready to detonate. He has the shards protected by reinforced blast.
I also like the installation look
I've got an archangel that'll
from
fire
HOTS.
through them.
I do. I think it's
She
a
took beating in
it's
her
a welcome
last
addition.
fight,
I mean, we just
so
need
we'll
some
to salvage
some variants,
parts
some
for
flavor
repairs
to
around
the
station.
existing
Right.
map
Thanks for
pool.
answering my distress call, commanders. Amon's
Oh, I remember this.
already
Yeah,
dug
so
in
all the
with his
dialogue
death
plays
shards,
twice
and it's only a matter of
on
time
the
before they're
latest
ready to
version
detonate.
of the map.
That wasn't like that when we played.
No, so he must have made some updates and accidentally doubled up on the transmissions.
She took a beating in her last fight, so we'll need to salvage some parts.
Well, I don't mind hearing him more.
I was just thinking that too. I'm gay for Cal's voice.
Don't tell. I won't tell your wife.
So there was 1 or 2 people that I saw who left comments that were like, make sure you destroy the trains because if you miss it, there won't be enough parts. And maybe it was changed, and something was obviously updated since we played last, because when we played, there were no issues with parts
getting
at all.
Enough parts. Yes.
Yeah, we got more than enough.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
So we'll see what that's all about. If it's going to be an issue or not.
Vespine gas. Command center upgrade complete.
We are playing on hard, which is
Insufficient
the only
Vespine
difficulty
gas.
selection for this one, right?
Well, it defaults. Yeah, there was no selection. It just defaulted. And I remember, I think it was Outsider Z who said, even if you mouse over your partner and it says hard, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the...
Right.
Yeah, so that's pretty interesting.
Complete.
And we're against Protoss this time.
Not enough.
Okay, so we need 80 parts. I think some of the... I don't remember how many parts were needed in the original version of this map,
10
but that was
minutes.
some of our feedback, was make it so that it requires more parts. And maybe that's what happened, and that's why people were saying that it was, don't miss the trains.
Right.
Got an enemy attack coming for our base. Stay frosty.
Okay.
Stay frosty. Kerrigan's out in 10 seconds.
We'll just wait for her. Your Overlord.
Ah! Could those always attack air, or was that only since Phoenix?
I honestly don't know. I don't
didn't
remember
think
them being able to attack air.
Research
Yeah.
complete.
Weird.
Ooh, that really peeves me. Lost an Overlord.
Make you
think
supply
the-
block.
I don't remember
that's
if
not
the-
gonna work.
Are they free? They're not
No.
free, are they?
No, but you get parts out of it, which is nice.
Okay.
So it's not like you have to destroy rocks
Our ally
just to get your expansion. You actually get some parts out of it. So
Yeah.
it's a win-win.
It's something.
Hyperion ready for deployment.
Hyperion's on its way. Hyperion active. Radio check over.
22 out of 80. Got plenty of time.
Yep.
Pretty comfortable.
Yeah, just take your expansions.
Good. I can work with this.
Yeah, plenty of time.
Parts coming. Good. I can work with this.
I can work
Good.
with this.
Communications online. Receiving transmission.
I vaguely remember.
So,
I think
bring her around.
only ground units can pick these up. Yeah.
Carrying action.
Well, that, and then I vaguely remember all enemy buildings dropping parts, or I think I'm wrong there, actually. But I thought that was the case. Now it's only specific things that are marked will drop parts.
Our allies are being attacked.
Oh God,
Our
Phoenix.
allies are being
The
attacked.
Phoenix.
Go the Phoenix.
What's going on? Big job, huh? Man, go.
Good work, Queen. Holding things together.
SCV ready.
Additional supply depots required.
Lots of parts here.
Additional supply. Not enough energy.
I keep glancing up, thinking like, oh, we're gonna lose soon. No, there's plenty
No,
of time.
there's lots of time.
Not enough minerals.
I'd almost argue maybe the first one should have less time. 'Cause this feels pretty relaxed.
Less time.
Outstanding.
I mean, we're more than halfway there. We still have 6 minutes,
Yeah.
and we're just kind of getting our expansion set up, and so.
Yeah, I suppose one of the constraints here is not so much the timer. Well, it is the timer, but even though there's a lot of time on the timer, you have to just make sure you collect enough parts.
Ships components from salvage to manufacturing. We should crack open some of those cargo wagons and use the parts for the Archangel. There's an automated rail network that
Here we
ships
go.
components from salvage to manufacturing. We should crack open some of those cargo wagons.
Oh, yeah,
and
we
use
know.
the parts for the Archangel.
I think this could, again, I guess it depends on what difficulty we're on, but this could stand to have more,
That Death Shard is
more
halfway
enemy
primed
units.
to blow. Heads up, commanders. That Death Shard is halfway primed to blow.
Add-on.
Right.
complete.
taking a lot of time to macro, which I probably shouldn't do.
Same
Banshee
here.
airstrike ready.
Our foes shall
Our
become our
allies are being
resources.
attacked.
I'll try to push through here and get to the train.
Okay.
Command center upgrade.
I think we'll be fine.
This better be good.
Not enough energy. Not enough minerals.
And Kerrigan is so gas starved. That Vespine mastery seems so important for her.
Hope you're ready for this.
Archangel repairs are just about finished. Keep your eyes peeled for more of those parts. You're making good progress out there. Just a bit more of that hardware and I'll be combat ready.
Oh, we want him to be combat ready, all right.
Down an airstrike.
Okay, and here's the train.
I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, we should get it. Cool. It doesn't really drop that much. Yeah, it does.
Just need one more favor. Clear the landing zone
So we
in
have-
front of the
yeah, we have
blast
80.
doors. I'll be ready to
Yeah, then we have to
deploy
clear the
once
landing zone.
repairs complete. Just need one more favor.
Honestly, I just
Yeah, I think that was a smart choice to make you have to clear the landing
I'll
zone.
be ready to deploy on your signal.
see the training over here. There's like this below ground area. There's like a lurker down there. Some other
Our allies
Where at?
in this area right here, where my units are.
Oh, there's like a Hydralisk in there, and
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
Running out of time,
yeah, that's neat.
commanders. Finish off that Death Shard. Running out of time, commanders.
Oh, we just gotta go on the
Finish off
beacon. I
that
think it's
Death
done.
Shard.
Okay.
upgrade.
Time to
complete.
move. They are definitely going to know it. Time to move.
Insufficient
They are
Vespine gas.
definitely
Still
going
awesome
to
when the
know
Archangel
it.
lands.
Hyperion program ready.
It's nice that he's on our side.
Can't hide from me. Knock, knock.
Our allies are being attacked.
Now, I think he needs our help a little bit. If we didn't help him, then
He would die.
I think so.
Yeah.
Carrying action.
What happens if he dies?
That was
Probably lose.
satisfying.
Insufficient
Oh no, it doesn't say. It just says don't let a Death Shard awaken.
But we'll need another round of repairs before she's ready for her next fight. That was satisfying. The Archangel
No, I actually have
did her
no idea,
job
though.
Beautifully.
Insufficient
But we'll need
Vespine
another round of
gas.
repairs before she's ready for her next fight.
Not enough.
Attack incoming. Get ready.
Oh good, they spawned right on top of us. How ideal.
Add-on complete. Our allies are
Interesting enough, the parts, if I hover over them, it shows that you're like in control of them. So,
You? Like you or me?
you, Jay Barino.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, what can I say, you know?
You own them.
Ah, they're rebuilding. Get out of here, probe. Stop it.
It's just a very clean, very polished map.
Yes.
I mean, some could say it's fairly easy, but again, it's just, I mean, there's only one difficulty setting.
I like it because it's straightforward but unique enough. It's still new. It's still a new concept. The Archangel is cool. It's already an existing Blizzard model that they can easily repurpose, which might be why they picked it over some of the other ones that have a lot of custom models.
Right.
Upgrade complete.
That could be why.
Because then they might have to. I'm realizing now. Then they might have to like credit other creators that aren't actually in the competition. You know what I mean?
Right. Or take those models out and implement their own models.
Yeah.
There might be some. Yeah, why like Skyfall did not make it. Some of those other maps that had a lot of custom
Insufficient
assets.
Vespene gas.
So I had read that Skyfall was an issue about localization. Like it's like the China client. If it was built in the China client, it's not eligible. So basically, Chinese creators were ineligible. If I understand that correctly, which has to do with the country. I don't think it was arbitrary or
I thought
anything.
that was just for the voting.
I'm actually not. That's a good question. I don't know.
For us. Let's go say hello.
Yeah, that's a good point. I actually have no clue. Void rays.
It'll be fine.
Upgrade complete.
Brace yourselves. Enemy forces are inbound.
Gas.
And then another train. The addition of the trains is nice too. It just kind of keeps you
Allies are being attacked.
having to move a little bit. You don't get tunnel visioned.
Yeah.
You mind setting me up for another big entrance? Archangel's ready to go. You mind setting me up for another big entrance?
I'm glad I voted for this map. I really like it.
Well, as I'm playing it now, I find myself kind of at a lack of things to say about it, which isn't really that good. I mean, it's good or not good. It's hard to say because, like I said, it's unique. It's different, but it's just very clean. That's probably
Yeah.
the best way I could describe it. It's just very clean.
There's not a lot of feedback to give it. I think it was the same. We had the same issue the first time we played it. We're like, yeah,
Right.
it's good.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
And that's a very good thing when it comes down to just saying like, well, it's shrug, you know, it's good.
Yeah.
Additional supply. Insufficient Vespene.
But it's also not recycled. I
Right.
think that's also a good thing too.
Our allies are being attacked.
Yes, Attack of the Hydras.
Hyperion ready for deployment.
Go ahead. I can't build here.
Our allies.
All right, it's cleared out now. I think. There we
Archangel
go.
online and moving out. Archangel online and moving out.
I wasn't watching earlier, but when you see that thing land, that is really cool.
Yeah.
Insufficient Vespene.
I like how it auto targets things with the big missiles.
Attack incoming. Get ready.
Yeah, I guess you could say
Think I'll call
open
down
up.
a
Open up.
Go at your base. No. Oh, I didn't make Nidus worms.
Okay.
My fault. It's like you got to make those Niduses with Kerrigan
Main objective
on these missions.
I'll never get tired of that.
Insufficient
One more
Vespene
Death Shard
gas.
to go before we can call this a win. I'll never get tired of that.
Yes, Hyperion.
To go before
What a
we can call
dream.
this a win.
Receiving transmission. Called in the fleet.
You're making good progress out there.
Faction ready.
Archangel repairs are just about
Insufficient
finished.
Vespene.
Yeah, we already had enough parts from the previous.
For this
Yeah,
next.
I guess I just don't follow how people could not have enough parts. I suppose if you're playing on a set difficulty, if someone typically plays on normal and they get a hard difficulty, they might struggle. So
Yeah.
that would explain that, I suppose. But we already have enough parts, so we can start clearing out the location.
I mean, I guess we don't really have to be pushing into this space.
The doctor is in.
I made every single one of
Our
Rainer's
allies
units.
are being attacked.
Nice.
Quite pleased with myself. Vultures, fire bats, medics, banshees, battle cruisers, Vikings.
The doctor is in.
So I guess my original suggestion still sort of stands, is make the parts maybe either a little more rare or
Insufficient Vespene gas.
make it require more parts to activate the Archangel. Also, there's no bonus, but there's also, I mean, there, I think
The
I didn't
train's
realize
kind of-
that it was actually in the rules to not include bonus objectives.
Really?
Yes.
I
I
did
mean,
not
it's
know
not
that.
like a you'll be disqualified, but they basically said don't bother with a bonus objective.
Okay.
So you didn't need one to participate.
Props to him for actually following the rules. Or reading them.
Yeah, because most people include bonus objectives.
Our allies are being attacked.
They got that diverse Terran army going on here.
Knock, knock. You can't hide from me.
Knock, knock.
See, like that time you didn't say those twice, those lines.
Sweet, we've done it.
Our allies
It seems the Dark God didn't bring big enough guns. Amon's forces are in full retreat. It was a pleasure fighting alongside you, commanders. Nothing left to shoot at? Huh. I didn't
Oh,
expect
there
to
we
feel
go.
so
Okay,
Yeah,
that's the
it's like-
double up. It was a different
It's a
line,
win For
though.
all of us. The facility is clear. Couldn't
Uh-huh.
have done it
Yeah,
without
it
you.
was. You know what I think on this map? There was another submission, Dominion War Machines, which was personally in my top 10 that did not make the top 10. And
Yes, I agree.
similar you feel to the map. You had to go collect I don't remember if they are parts or whatnot, but I remember they had like little mini bosses in different areas. I think that would be a neat addition to this map, having like unique areas of the map where each of the areas was defended by some sort of mini boss. I think that would add to the quality of this map.
Yeah, I agree. And I was thinking earlier, maybe it had to do with the custom units. Because I was talking about, we were
Again.
talking about Skyfall and then some other submissions that have custom units. But Cradle of Death has custom stuff.
Right.
Scavenger Hunt has Christopher, which is custom. So there were ones that made it. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, but other than those two maps, I don't know. I think all the other maps use original assets. Or
Yeah.
vanilla assets. So
Well, this is a good one. It was clean. It's clean, pretty much bug free, except the repeated dialogue now, which didn't used to be there. And it's a good flow. The map wasn't very large, and it's a simple but interesting, unique concept.
yep. I agree.
Cool. All right, thanks everyone for joining us. We'll be back next time for some more Rock the Cabinet top 10 entries.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks everyone.
Bye bye.